Well, hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Today is all about objections, day 8 of our Supersize Business Challenge. Now, objections, what the heck are objections, and are they impacting you, and do you have them in your business? Well, on day 4, we talked about the reasons why you don't have your supersized business yet, and you listed out all of the reasons that it hasn't happened for you yet. And those would be the obstacles. Obstacles are usually caused by objections or excuses of why we can't do something or why it hasn't happened yet. And why we can't do something is a little bit different than the way we're going to look at the situation today. We're going to kind of turn it around, and we're going to brainstorm a list of everything that comes up when you say, I'm going to supersize my business. And whatever that definition is for you, maybe you're going to say, I am going to create my $10 million business. I'm going to create my $1 million business, whatever it is for you. And it's going to be different for each of us. But when you write that on a piece of paper, and I like to write, I have created my $10 million a year business, or whatever, again, your vision is for supersizing your business. And then I just think quietly, sit quietly somewhere, or if it's loud and you can handle it, do it there. And I start brainstorming and writing down all of the things that pop into my head. And things are going to pop into my head, and what I'm going to do after I've written them all down is I'm going to break them into 3 categories. And those categories are going to be things that come up that are saying, I don't believe in the strategy that I'm using, the vehicle that I'm using to grow and supersize my business. The other one will be internal things inside of me, reasons and objections and excuses that have something to do with me that come from inside of me. So my beliefs, my feelings, my thoughts, and wherever they came from, they might not even be my beliefs. They might be something that my dad said to me, or my mom said to me, or my sister, or my cousin, or one of my coworkers back in the day said to me. And all of a sudden that pops up and I'm like, well, I can't do it because of this. Or I can't do it because I'm too old. I can't do it because I don't know how. I can't do it because fill in the blank. Write those things down. Those would all be considered internal beliefs, internal reasons or excuses or objections to why I can't supersize my business, why I can't create my $10 million a year business. And then the other category that things are going to fall into are excuses that are outside of you, things that happen in your environment, things that you think are outside of you and your control. Time, money, resources, whatever resources that you think you need. Other human beings would fall into the category of resources. Team members. I don't have a team. That would be an example of an external, objection or excuse of why you don't have or why you can't create your supersized business. So our action step today is to make a list of every excuse, every objection, everything you've ever heard, thought, or believed that might prevent you or stop you or slow you down from supersizing your business. I'm going to give you a quick example of one that I discovered when I was supersizing my first business. I had somehow on a subconscious level gotten the belief that if I was going to supersize and grow my business, I was going to have to work harder. I was going to have to work longer, and it was 100% up to me and my responsibility. Now, I still agree it was 100% up to me and my responsibility in terms of the choices that I would make, but I didn't have to do it all myself. We never supersize our businesses and grow our businesses in a vacuum. It always takes other human beings. We need customers to come to our businesses. So in and of itself, we need at least one customer that would pay us $10 million or $1 million or whatever our goal is in order to achieve our objective. And, that always involves other people. So that was silly. But I also believed that I would have to work harder and longer hours. I was already working about 14 or 16 hours a day. And I didn't know, with raising a family, I had younger kids, how the heck I was going to do that. So every time something came up as an option to grow and supersize the business, first thing into my mind, and not into my conscious mind, was all the reasons I couldn't do it because I didn't have the time. I didn't have the energy. And I was burning out. So that's the kind of thought process I want you to have. When you say, break down every objective, every excuse, every reason that you can think of that you can't do it, and brainstorm that list today. And then tomorrow, guess what? I'm going to teach you how to get rid of those babies and just obliterate all those excuses, all those objections, all those reasons why you can't have the supersized business that you want when you want it. That's it. Have a fantastic day. I will see you tomorrow with day 9 of our Supersize Business Challenge. The Tamgram out. Bye.